Hey guys, welcome back. So you guys know that I'm a huge Sleek makeup fan. I love their stuff, especially their eyeshadows. Their face stuff is good too. I like their lip products. I like it all. I would love if we had it in our drugstores in the US. But really, their shipping is really affordable, especially if you don't do the tracking, which 90% of the time, 95% of the time, that's what I do. I just kind of take the gamble and don't do tracking. And so far it's worked out. I probably would do it if I placed a really big order, but usually I'm ordering not a lot of stuff at one time. So if you do that, then the shipping is really, really affordable. So anyway, you can still get their stuff. So I still love Sleek makeup. So I got some stuff a while back and I set it to the side, meaning to do a haul for forever, and just never got around to it. But I never played with the stuff and I just left it to the side. And then recently they had some more sales, so I grabbed some more stuff. So I thought I would just throw it all together, do a big collective haul, show you all the stuff, do some swatches for you, and just have some fun with you guys. So if you want to see my recent Sleek makeup purchases, just keep watching. Okay, so let's start with lip products. So first off, I got a pout paint. I had heard that these are very, very similar to the OCC lip tars, except better, because the OCC ones, I like them, but I really don't love them. And I did play with this on my lips, but I haven't worn it for a whole day. This is in the shade Mauve Over, like Mauve Over. And it's a really pretty, vibrant purpley color. It has a really, I wouldn't say thick texture, but it's very, very pigmented and very opaque. So I can see the similarities between this and the OCC lip tars. But I feel like this one is just going to be a lot more comfortable to wear because, I don't know, it seems more like a thick lipstick, but not quite as thick and crazy pigmented as the OCC ones. But I just love this color. Oh my gosh, it's like such a beautiful, vibrant, purpley pink. I mean, it's still a purple, but it's got a lot of pink to it, so I love that. And then I got some of their lipsticks. These are the True Color lipsticks, and I got 3 of them. The first one I got is Baby Doll number 771, and this is a sheen. And it says it contains vitamin E, so that's good. So I guess it's supposed to be more kind of moisturizing. This is one that I got from a while back, and I don't know about this one. It's really difficult to wear. I put this on my lips and it was like, it's really pale. It's a really pale pink, and it's really not very attractive on me. It's too light. I mean, I would have to wear it with a darker lip liner and really do some doctoring up with this one to somehow make it wearable, because it just, oh, it doesn't look good. It's too light. It makes me look sickly and a little bit crazy, to be honest. Okay, the next one is, this is a matte. This is Papaya Punch in 782 is the number. This is just a really beautiful orangey red. Oh my goodness. I love this one. I haven't worn this on my lips to know kind of how comfortable this matte formula is, but it feels nice and it's very opaque. I mean, just a really nice formula. So I'm not sure, like I said, how it feels on the lips, like if it's comfortable or not, but you know, clearly it's got a lot of color to it, so that's nice. That usually means quality lipstick. And then the last one I got, this is one of their most popular colors. I think it's listed kind of as one of their favorites. This is Mystic, and this is also a matte, and it's in color, the number is 783, and it's a really pretty purpley shade. So cute. Kind of reminds me of the Pout Paint. Very similar, except this one's a lipstick. This one's a Pout Paint. But I love these kind of purpley shades. These kind of, like, they're purple, but they have a lot of pink in them. Yeah, I really like these. So that's so pretty. I haven't worn this one either to know. They had one that was more of a vibrant, just bright pink, like a hot pink. And I thought about that one, but I have a lot of colors like that. I just always tend to go for those. I tend to go for these too, but not quite as much as the hot pinks. So I went with this one, but the other ones, they have a lot of really cute colors. They have a ton of colors in this line, but those are the 3 that I got, and I'm excited to play with them. I'll definitely let you know what I think about them after I've worn them. And then I got one of their Gloss Me's and 2 of their Matte Me's. So the Gloss Me is in the color Belle of the Ball 441, And this one is a really pretty, kind of light mauve-y pink is how I would describe it. I cannot wait to wear this one. It just looks, oh, it's so opaque. I mean, it's really, really nice. Very pigmented. And it's got a lot of sheen to it. So yeah, that one is Belle of the Ball. So pretty. Can't wait to wear that one. And then the two matte me's that I got, this one is Brink Pink, and this purpley one is Fandango Purple. So let me get those swatched for you. Okay, so here they are. This one is Brink Pink right there, and then this one is Fandango Purple. They almost remind me a little bit of the Lime Crime Velveteens because they're super, super opaque, and sort of that kind of interesting texture when you first put them on your lips. But I don't know how these are going to wear. I don't know that these necessarily are like supposed to be staining or anything. Just says Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream. So I'll have to wear these and let you know what I think about them. But on initial swatches, I mean, they look like they're kind of drying down to be that sort of a matte finish. And they look super opaque. So I'll have to let you know if they have like staining power or anything like that, or if they're just a matte creamy lip. But they're super pigmented and really, really pretty. Okay, when I went to wipe those off with a makeup remover, they were a little bit difficult to get off, but not super difficult. So I don't know that they're like super, super staining, but anyway. Okay, and then I got some face products. So I got the face contour kit, and this is in light. And I just really, I like their face products. Now I will say, I think they look so much tinier when you get them than what they look like online. Like for some reason I thought that this was going to be, well actually I didn't think this because I've gotten their stuff before, but when I've gotten other face products from them, I was expecting them to be a lot bigger than they actually are. So they're pretty small. You can see it in comparison to my hand, and I have pretty tiny hands. So anyway, this is light, so you get a bronzer and a highlighter, just really nice. So I think these are awesome for traveling, and their stuff is like nicely pigmented. This bronzer is pretty light, so you definitely would want to only go with this one if, you know, you're very, well, no, actually, scratch that, take that back, because it's very pigmented. Once I get it on my hand, I mean, that has a lot of coloring to it. And that's a really nice color. It's right in between. It's not super cool toned, but it's not orangey. So that's a really nice bronzer color. So I like that a lot. I'm excited to wear that. Oh my gosh. And they feel really nice and smooth. I've described this with their eyeshadows before. I feel like Sleek's powder products, like their eyeshadows, their blushes, they have an interesting texture. They're like almost, I don't want to describe them as a thick powder because that sounds so strange, but they just, they almost feel a little bit tacky. They just are very, very, I don't know, I think it's all the pigmentation that's in them that makes them feel a little bit thicker of a powder, which sounds so strange, but if you've ever had their stuff, let me know how you would explain them. They're not powdery. They're the opposite of a powdery powder product is basically how I would describe it. And then I got the Bronze Block in Light. I love their packaging. Can we take a moment to say that? I just think that they have the cutest packaging. Their outside packaging. I mean, their boxes are pretty standard, you know, that they're just a basic sleek black box, but their outside packaging is just stinking adorable. Okay, so this is the Bronze Block, and it would go this way, I guess, because it says sleek, but then actually that one's upside down. And I was thinking that I would swirl these all together, so let me get this swatched. Okay, so here they are swatched, so you can see individually they're swatched right there, and then this is all swirled together. So it's pretty reddish orange, which is not really what I was expecting. These up here look pretty orangey. I'm really gonna have to play around with this and see kind of how I can make this work. I don't know, sometimes these red tone bronzers can be really nice for warming up your skin, because I know for me, when I get hot and flushed, I look more red. I don't look brown, I look more red. So it actually kind of sometimes looks slightly natural for me to have a more slightly red tone bronzer. But you know, you don't want to go super orange because that can look weird. So I'm just gonna have to play around with this and see how this might possibly work. But I think it's really cute in the packaging. That's after I kind of swirled it together, so it's not quite as cute, but I still really like this. I think it's fun, but I'll have to see how that color works. It really is a pretty unique bronzer color, so it could end up being really great. I just have to play around with it and see. Okay, and then I got 4 eyeshadow palettes. So 2 of them are permanent and 2 of them are limited edition. So I got the Snapshots palette and the Au Naturel. These are 2 of the permanent ones. And then the limited edition ones I got, this one is Rio Rio, and this one is Arabian Nights Smoke and Shadows. Look at these boxes. I mean, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Ah, I just love their stuff, especially their limited edition stuff. It's so cute. So Au Naturel, I had thought about getting this one for quite a while, and I kind of read some hit and miss sort of reviews, so I wasn't sure about it, but it's just a really pretty neutral palette. So that's what that one looks like. I'll swatch it for you in a second, but it's really got some nice, looks like mostly cool toned, but actually these sort of transition shades are kind of more warm, so I guess it's a nice combo, which that's really pretty. So I'm excited about that one. And then the Snapshots, this one I think is, yeah, it's a lot more bright and colorful. This one looks like a lot of fun. This one I kind of debated on too, but I just love their eyeshadows, and it's kind of become a little bit of a collecting thing for me. And you guys know, eyeshadow junkie. I love eyeshadows. So I'll swatch these for you. Okay, so here's the Snapshots palette. So you can see it's just really bright, colorful, metallic shadows. So I would say this is a very specific palette. You know, I would only recommend it if you're looking for really bright, colorful, metallic shades, which are sometimes hard to find. You know, it's hard to find a really beautiful metallic kind of a coppery color, or a really pretty metallic purple, and I mean that orange is like really impressive at the top there. So they swatch very, very nicely. I wouldn't say this is my favorite sleek palette just, you know, by swatching the colors, but they're all very nice. I mean, it's really, really pretty. It's just a very kind of particular palette. If you're looking for something like this, they're very nice. And then here's the Au Naturel palette, and I can totally see why this has mixed reviews. The metallic shades on this side are very nice. You know, they're very pigmented and really, really beautiful, but the matte shades, I mean, you can barely even see those on my skin. Some of them don't even hardly show up. So, I don't know, I'll play with it, you know, because sometimes these kind of matte shades perform a lot better on your eyes than they do when you're swatching them. So I'll play around with it, but as of right now, it seems like overall kind of a miss, because even those beautiful metallic shades, I wouldn't say that that's enough of a reason to get this palette, because you can get pretty similar shades to that in a lot of different palettes, even from the drugstore. So they are pretty, you know, these are really pretty, but these are not impressive. So overall, kind of, meh. Now let me show you the limited edition stuff. So the first one was the Rio Rio palette, and while these are limited edition, I feel like the sleek stuff stays around for a while, because I got the Eye Candy Divine something something palette, I think it was last summer, and last time I checked, it was still on their website. So while they are limited edition, I feel like they stay around for a long time. So this was the one that came out a little while back, but it's a really colorful, bright, pretty palette. Oh my gosh, I just love it. But it does have that kind of matte transition shade there, and a black and kind of a creamy shade, so you could make some semi-wearable looks with this palette. But I mean, look at it, just matches the packaging. It's just so bright and colorful. It's so much fun. So I'll swatch that one in a second. And then the other one is the Arabian Nights. I showed you that packaging already, but oh my gosh, I want to show it again. Oh, and this one actually shows it there, so that's really nice. I like that. Kind of labels it. And this one reminds me of their Storm palette, or even their Bad Girl, Bad Gal palette. Kind of a combo between those two, where it's really dark shades, really beautiful for the fall. Oh my gosh. This one just looks like it's going to be so much fun to play with. I love dark smoky eyes, especially dark colorful smoky eyes. You know, this kind of reminds me of the Urban Decay Smoked palette, just like the Storm palette does, and just like especially the Bad bad gal, bad girl, I don't know. Palette does. That one especially reminds me of the Urban Decay one. So this one's pretty reminiscent of it also. So let me get you some swatches. So here is Rio Rio. This one just seems like a really fun kind of tropical sort of a palette. You know, it has a lot of really beautiful oranges and reds, and that green is beautiful, that blue is gorgeous. That one transition shade that I was really excited about didn't swatch so well, but it may perform better on the eyes. I mean, and look at that yellowy gold. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. So I'm excited about this one. Will this be a palette that I get a ton of wear out of? Probably not, but it is still a really beautiful, fun palette. And again, the outside packaging is so cute, and it just kind of has, kind of a fun theme, you know? It's a good time. I like it. And then definitely my favorite palette for sure is the Arabian Nights. I mean, this just swatches so pretty. These are all metallic, so you are gonna need some matte transition colors to go along with this palette, but it is still so pretty. I think this would be so pretty for fall. I mean, look at that, like blue that's kind of purpley. Oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. I think this is going to be so much fun to play with. I can't wait. I love this one. Definitely my favorite, for sure, by a long shot. Alright guys, so that's my collective sleek haul. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and also give me a thumbs up if you want to see sleek tutorials. That has been on my list for a while, that I've wanted to do at least some eye looks with some of their palettes because I love their eyeshadow palettes, but I could also try to incorporate some of their blushes, some of their bronzers and their highlighters, so other products that I have from them. So thumbs up if you want to see those, and I can definitely do those for you guys. Let me know any of your sleek favorites. I love hearing your suggestions and your thoughts on products, so let me know that in the comments section. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!